and who they are going to enforce it on. And the taxpayers keep paying taxes to them to secure big business. If I was Sunoco or Martin, the gas station, the Bank of America, Enterprise, if I was to call and say that I have somebody dumping on my property, they will hit the red and blue lights and hit the speed coming up and down New Hampshire Avenue. Let's see if they call the park police. Citizens of Takoma Park, taxpayers of Takoma Park. Let's see who shows up to do the job of the Takoma Park Police Department. They say that they pass this on to the park people. Well, that's kind of funny because these cameras are Takoma Park. So if they passed on this jurisdiction to Takoma Park, who's to say what other boundaries they have passed on to other agencies in this little town? And I see why people park back here, because by law, the park people can't write tickets that would stand up in a courtroom, because they have no jurisdiction if they write tickets for no parking on this street. People running that stop sign down there. Let's see what officer comes down here. It's taking this long. It might be the park police. And you will see that how they do laws in this little town, because the park police has no jurisdiction of this. We saw the map, we saw the boundaries, and this, where these 4 bags are Takoma Park's jurisdiction. But they say they did a handshake and let the park people do it, take care of it. People come back here and eat, have sex, and they throw their shit right out here on the street. Use the bathroom. Work on their cars. Because this is lawlessness in Takoma Park, Maryland. And they extort money from the taxpayers of this town and pass on their duties to other agencies. Now let's see who shows up, if anybody shows up. They said the chief, and there was a Captain Evans of the National Park Police, made some kind of agreement. When do they start making laws and agreements of judicial boundaries? This is what the corruption is all about, ladies and gentlemen. We have a chief, a mayor, and I guess some city council people made an agreement with a captain of the Montgomery County National Park Service that they would take jurisdiction of this road. When did we elect them to make the decisions of the boundaries in this town? As you see, we got citizens running up and down here, but yet and still we have trash being dumped. Fuck is he going? That's a dead end street, so he must be gonna run through the woods. These some strange people up here in the state of Maryland. We're still waiting on law enforcement to come out and investigate a criminal act. This is what goes on. Picking and choosing what crimes they are going to investigate or come to. I'm looking out at New Hampshire Avenue, and we still haven't seen a cruiser come by yet. Now, Takoma Park is just so big, and there is no crime here. You know, the most of their crime is running off homeless people. You may get once in a while a serious crime, and then the real police take over. But there is no crime in this town other than dumping on dead end street, or somebody speeding up and down the street, which they're not going to stop. But the taxpayers are paying big taxes for what? What is the purpose to have these towns have their own little police department? You can put, this is Montgomery County, say you can put 5 Montgomery County police officers in this little town to take care of it. If they need help, they can call for backup from Montgomery County, the sheriffs. They can even bring the sheriffs over here and open up a station. These cops that they have, these little town police officers, I guarantee you, if I had a way to beam myself over to Langley Park, New Hampshire Avenue, that's where they're sitting at. The 7-Elevens, that's where they're sitting at. This is what the taxpayers are paying for. Poor service. It is Easter Sunday in the evening. No crime. No crime. And we can't even get law enforcement down here to write a report. I just seen PG County went down there, so I'm assuming they get ready to go sit at McDonald's. But I want to stay here and see how long it takes and who comes down here to do this report. For the cars over there, that's New Hampshire Avenue. They pick and choose what crimes they're going to respond to. And this is why I tell citizens, you better start arming yourself and taking care of yourself. Because these individuals pick and choose what calls they will respond to. And let me make it clear to you. Dumping trash on a dead-end street is a criminal act. It's not a citation. You know, it's not a ticket. It's a criminal act. Okay? And these individuals in these little towns, especially in this town, because I haven't had a chance to go and do other little towns yet, but this town, they don't respond. And then they have attitudes when they do, because you took them away from their cup of coffee and their donuts, and they're watching the little movies on their laptops in their cars, people's cars, burning up the people's gas. Now it's taking this long, so it might be the park people who's coming to investigate this dumping on Takoma Park's property. Taxpayers, why are you paying for these police officers if they can't come and do their own job, take care of your town? They have to call another agency. I just want to know which agency is coming. Now, as you see, when they reported it that it was me dumping the trash, these individuals, park police, came from all over with their lights blurring. They're funny. Chief, Mayor, and City Council of Takoma Park, Maryland. Pink slips